Hey, Max here again. Welcome back to the channel where you learn everything about automated trading, how to find the right bots and what to use in your trading portfolio. So this episode is a follow-up on last week's episode where we talked about how to develop a trendline strategy. Can we build that in a robot? Is it profitable or not? This video will show you today if trading trendlines is profitable at all. We automated everything, and next week we're gonna do another update to really finalize this project. So this video, if you want to learn how to find good systems, how to build good systems and all of that, make sure you watch it to the end because I'm gonna share all the golden nuggets on developing profitable systems that you can use for your funding, your own capital, and so on. So let's get started. Let's go to the charts and let's talk about what a trendline bot is doing right now. Hey, welcome back. So we're gonna take 3 steps. Step number 1, MQL5, the platform. Let's quickly talk about that one. Then we go to the charts, show you how I define the trend lines and how you can trade them, how they are profitable or not. And then we go to the bot, really go to MetaTrader and really see on the charts how this system takes the trades and what the developments are, what I expect and what is next to come. And maybe even how you can use this system for yourself later on as well. So let's first start with MQL5. So where are most bots located in the world is on the MQL5 platform, which is from MetaTrader, and everyone can easily sell their systems here. So a lot of people make a lot of money by building overall trading strategies and sell them here. However, the big issue is that a lot of systems are over optimized, a lot of systems don't work, and a lot of people lose money buying these systems first of all and then using them and realizing, oh, this system is over optimized, meaning that it worked in the backtest, looked really good in the backtest, but the settings are so tweaked and so optimized for that backtest data that in the live markets, when you put on the system, it doesn't work. The other big obstacle for many traders is maybe they find a good setup or they find a good strategy, and what they then realize is that it is a Martingale system. And a Martingale system, on this channel we reviewed a lot of systems on MQL, so subscribe below if you're interested in learning and finding those nuggets on MQL. But we also reviewed a lot of bad systems that are Martingale systems, which mean that they make a lot of profits every single month, but then their floating equity is just getting deeper and deeper, and then one day when the markets start to trend too much or too little, those systems always blow up. Nico created last week a video about him using 1K of his own money to just test the Martingale, and he knew that it would blow up, but it was like gambling with that money to give you guys a bit of a real life experience and make sure you don't make that same mistake of doing that. So with that said, MQL, this is the platform, this is the website, a lot of bots here that you can buy for crazy amounts of money and they are not even profitable. So make sure you be careful with that. And trading signals, like a lot of bots that are sold do have a signal, and sometimes that is good, right? People really taking their capital to risk their own money and they're on their own bot. That's a really good thing. And yeah, perhaps some of these are very good. But you can see the first one, crazy profits, for instance, crazy months, pretty good system, right? It looks very good. But like I said, this is a Martingale system. You can see the equity time chart here, and you can see it's either even banking while you have a floating profit that is really negative. And I've been in this industry for almost a decade, and I've seen so many Martingales blow up. Some had like a year track record, some worked for a couple months, some the longest I've seen worked literally for a few years, which is a very low probability that you have that luck in the markets. But like I said, always there will be a red month. It doesn't matter who the owner is. And I'm not bashing people here. I'm just telling you what I experienced and what I did see, because everyone falls for the trap, and I'm just here for my opinion, right? If you don't like it, you don't like it, but that is just what I'm doing here on this channel, trying to help people out that do care about reviews and experiences. So with that said, this is the MQL platform. Let's quickly see. Okay, some systems here are very risky, some others are not. I always go for the less risky systems. Don't use Martingale rules, etc., etc. So with that said, what is a good system? Well, the trendline system we are creating is a pretty good system. Why? You just take one trade when the trendline crosses, You have a stop loss in place, you have a target in place, and that's it. So you're not stacking your positions when price goes against you or with you. You're just taking that one-shot approach, right? Let's quickly go to the chart. What you can see here is just a random chart. And quickly, before I show you the system, of course we did that last week, but that changed a lot. So what I want to do is, how do I find a trend line? Because that is what we define, right? So if you see this overall price pattern, here we are currently located. This is live trading view chart of New Zealand dollar, doesn't matter which chart it is. What I do is find the first swing high. So we can all agree that this is a swing high, right? This wick here is the first point my bot identifies. So that means this is the first high. But to draw a trend line, you need two spots, right? And then you can just keep drawing it, right? You need two swing lows or two swing highs. In this case, this is a swing high. What is the first swing high the bot will find? It goes, looks left, just a loop. I build it to look for the next swing high that is higher than this one, and then it finds it right here. So how does the system draw a trend line? It draws it exactly like this. And if price pulls back towards this trend line, I place an order. Yeah, so I calculate the slope of this, I place an order, and every day, every candle, the pending order changes. It just trails with the trend line. That's how I build it. So we're gonna see in MetaTrader that you see a lot of pending orders, but no trend lines. I deleted the trend lines. I don't need the trend lines. That is something only visual traders need. I just want the pending order, right? So if you see a pending order, every time the pending order changes. So with a downward sloping trend line, it goes lower every candle, right? Same story for long. So if we see, do we have a trend line here? No, we do not, because price is already below it. However, if you ignore this price action, let's say this is current price, then this was a valid trend line. So you had this swing low here and this swing low. So this was the trend line. We currently are there. So what I did test is the reversal or breakout, right? And I know the answer. You're gonna know the answer soon. What is better, to buy this trend line or to sell this trend line? And I know the answer. I'm gonna show you later on. But this is like either a breakout, either you short the markets here or you go long the markets here. And that is exactly what my trend line system does. And yeah, it has some very interesting potential, and I will show you right now. So let's quickly move to MetaTrader. So here you see a lot of orders. Just ignore this for a second. Let's quickly go to the equity chart. Random test. Let's get myself back, by the way. I didn't test really settings yet. I'm just building this overall trendline strategy that it works. And now I am getting to the point that I can collect data. So I tested just one pair, this pound dollar, in 2015. I always start in 2015 with my backtest. And what you can see, a really nice equity chart, right? This is no management, just a 1 to 5 risk to reward like we use with our members only bots. Most of the times as well, because I like a 1 to 5 risk to reward. You don't have to be right all the time. You can have a losing streak and then quickly get it back, right? You can bank those big profits and just get back to profit. So this is pound dollar with a 1 to 5 risk to reward. Is this a reversal strategy or a breakout strategy? If we go back here, you can see we had this trend line. It is a breakout strategy. If you buy the bounce, it is not that profitable. So what I'm doing is I'm going against the trend line. And that sounds weird, especially a lot of retail traders have been taught to not do that. They are being taught you need to buy a trend line because you want to catch the trend. No, what my system is doing is we're gonna short here and take the breakout, because a lot of stops are here. A lot of orders are located here. And the liquidity is here, and we are very likely now to take out this low and then perhaps bounce or just roll over. So this is definitely the key of this video, is trend lines so far don't work that great. And if you're telling me otherwise, just show me the data. Of course, like always, just show me proof. Don't say it works or not. Comment below and really prove the point. But so far my data is suggesting it doesn't, and I take the other side. So quickly, let's see what's going on here. You see a lot of pending orders located. Let's quickly go and look at this mess and really figure out, okay, where are these trend lines coming from? So I'm gonna get myself back there. And let's draw in, let's say you have here a pending buy order, right here at 1.508. That's a buy order. Where is that coming from? You connect these lows here. So this one, you connect it like that, and this is where the overall order is located, on this trend line. Then you have a lower one. You need to zoom out for that. For now, let's quickly figure out why this buy stop is here. Can quickly check. That's not it. We have this high and we have this high. This is the trend line. And when price reaches this, I want to buy the breakout. So you can imagine that this is the trend line. I draw it in here. And when it breaks, I take the other side. So I'm not taking the reversal, I'm taking the other side. If I click on go, we can see this one in action. We can of course see here a buy stop with a stop loss and then the TP. And that is going on every time. So that was that. Let's see what's going on. So we have now this order. You did see it being plotted, right? We have this trend line. Every bar that moves, the order moves with the trend line. Did you see that? You can see it another time. Let's quickly wait for it. And there you go. So we are taking a couple losses here, but all I want to show you is how this system works right now. We can quickly move myself here and go back to the equity chart. We are taking some losses. That is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. It's about having a safe system. It's not about stacking. It's just take the trade, you lose or you win. And then long term, you of course want the strategy that wins. And this one is looking very good. So right now we took the short here. Let's see if we survive. Let's see what's going on here. So came pretty close to our stop loss and now it's tanking. So this is looking good. We are running about 2R now. I don't have management in this system yet, but so far so good. Let's see if we can bank 5R. So we took a couple losses right now while I was recording this. And now it looks like we're gonna bank 5 times a loss. So there you go. And let's see what that does with the equity chart. Already covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades there, right? So that's looking good. You just need a couple of those and you're doing well. Let's quickly draw this trend line in again. What do you see? The order has been trailing over and over again, and that's the key of this system. That is all I want to know right now. So what is next for me? Collecting a lot of data this week, and when I do that, I will share the data with you in the next episode. So make sure you subscribe, because next episode we're gonna do about this. Also, at the meantime, while recording this, I also did a funding challenge episode 2-3 weeks back. I'm gonna do an update in 1 or 2 weeks about that one as well, if we pass the funding challenge or not. That will be interesting. It needs some time, of course. We need a couple months, or at least 1 month or 2 months, to really see what the returns are. Then I will do an update video on that as well. So make sure you subscribe. If you like this, like below. That helps us a lot. Comment below if you have questions about whatever you want regarding trading. I'm happy to help you, and I see you in the next one.